chat. All of the chat. How's everyone doing? Are we all right? There we go. We're in the room. I've just got an email saying I'm live. Nice. Good stuff. Why would it not connect? I think I'm connected. Oh, it looks like we're okay. Looks like we're all right. Eric's here. Any other folks? Eric is here. 3 people are here. How we all are. Hey Jimmy, how's it going? Usual product placement is active. Oh, there's 5 of you now. Hello. There it is. Home with a sick kid today. Oh gosh, sorry to hear that. Bug and stuff. This is where a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's been going around, but you are in the USA. So I'm not sure the bugs travel that far. Let me got this, what people say in the UK, oh, it's been going around, even if it's not. Hey Adam, you all right? Let's see about, oh, I'm not sure I'm up for that tonight. Pretty good for drum solos, I can't really. Good, yeah, I'm pretty good, Jimmy. So I don't know whether you're getting jitters and things. Buffering. Too bad at all. Get lots done on a Monday. Got lots done today. Lots of teaching, shopping, housework, and all that business done. Hey Keith, how's it going? Evening, rockers. Thank you very much. It's an exclusive fan club t-shirt. Thanks for asking. This goes along with my exclusive fan club mug. You just chat amongst yourselves. It's good. I like this. I'm gonna. You can all just like chat amongst yourselves, saying hello to each other. Look at this. Little community. Katrin, hi from Hamburg. Nice. Awesome. Witch Hazel White Cross and Baron. Oh gosh. Try that again. A Witch Hazel White Cross and Baron Cross tour would be epic. Christian metal at its finest. Sounds exciting. What's the band on the t-shirt? Well, I'm glad you asked. Fan club. Unable to connect. I don't have any connection issues on any other device. Very strange. There you go. Maybe live streaming takes a lot of energy or something. I got lots. Yeah, I got 50% battery plugged in. We'll see. Weird buffering. Yeah. No, it's keeps saying connection issue just intermittently. Randomly, I don't know why. Not too sure why. And it's not you stretching. That'll take me a second. 1 second. Back in a sec. Well, I've turned the internet off the laptop, so at least we're not sharing it with too many things. The microphone's just coming out of my head. Oh well, I'm just going to leave it. It's like a little hat. In the background, fantastic. So yeah, hopefully the connection issues will sort themselves out. We will see. Yeah, what have I done since last week? Oh, well, we've grown the fan club quite a bit last week. I think we must be getting on for about 10 new members since last week. So, what is going on? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try doing that and press the button off Wi-Fi. We'll see what happens, see if the connection issues go away. I don't really have this. This was meant to be simple using an iPhone to do this. I sold my my camera. Relocation. Done parts of a room. Yeah, I mean. Oh, Jimmy's got a question about album. Yes, there is a new album being released this year. There will be full information in March. Oh, it's being really naff. It'll be fine, I've got plenty of data. We will see. Hey Mike, how's it going? We've been having some connection issues. So the technical problems are commencing. I've got like the most simple setup of all time, and there's problems with it. I think this seems to be working, so I'll have like 50 minutes of draining my data. That's fine, I've got plenty of data, quite a lot of it. So we'll see. And we stopped for now. We will see how it's going now, really. I think it might be the Wi-Fi in here. Having a moment. Don't really usually get any problems with Wi-Fi. It's quite strong in here, quite good. But anyway, perhaps the mobile internet is the way to go for today. Same, I know, it's just back. Oh gosh, if any of you saw, if you were present during the first lot of live streams a year ago, then you'll know there's lots of technical issues. How's my Monday been? My Monday's been pretty good, Keith. I don't know how much you missed. Well, it seems to, like, so right now, it's stable. It's been stable for a minute or so. So I might move if it stops again. But I think we're good with the mobile internet for now. I know, technical issues are part of the fun. Yeah, like a year ago, I tried to make it really complicated, but anyway. Eventually I'll work my way up to that. I need to get a house first, to be honest. Trying to get on the property ladder during the worst times to get on the property ladder, which has been the past few years. But maybe we'll get on there and we'll get a little room and we'll be able to do live streams. It'll all be set up and left exactly as it is with the same settings and everything. But yeah, Monday's been good. I've been quite productive. Done the shopping, done lots of jobs around the house, full evening teaching, and then I had a bit of time because I had some gaps to finish off. Well, not finish off, but get a demo to a better place. And then I've just got a bit of vocals, and then that demo will be done. Hi, Dad, you're right. My dad's here. Greetings. Nice. Florida. Yeah, it was pretty good. Very restful. We stayed at these lodges, actually near where we live, but it's like a staycation, I suppose. But it was really nice. Yeah, just very restful. How was your Christmas? Press this to see everything. Gravy Train. Keith's discovered a band called Gravy Train. Sounds good. That rings a bell. Well, yeah, my dad said. My dad had Christmas. Where were you? Somewhere warm. Well, I was going to say. Fantastic news. I swear the first time I heard it, I was blown away. Don't know if you even get it yourself. And then it goes away. I can't read the message. Pentecost is a masterpiece. Hopefully I get to see in Sweden soon. Well, thank you very much. We played in Sweden, I think once last year. Yeah, Gravy Train. I'm sure our producers talked about that. It rings a bell. But anyway, Well, I'm glad you think Pentecost is a masterpiece. It's very kind of you to say. But yeah, we've got a new album out this year. But there will be details like, I don't know, what it'll be March, and then it'll be April, May, June. It'll be like 3 months of promotion. So in March, we'll get all the details all at once for what's actually happening, and it'll happen. I don't like to release things and then, oh wait, that's the change of plan. Oh, they're from Lancashire, Gravy Train. 60s, 70s prog rock from Lancashire, Gravy Train. Nice, good name that. Look at that. Pentecost is one of my top 5 albums of all time. Goodness me. Wow, thank you very much. It's mad. Yeah, new album's on Bad Omen Records, yeah. How am I going to top Pentecost? I don't think I am. I don't think I have to. The production's a bit better on this album, actually. Like the sonic quality, I think it's a bit better this time round. He's a Fighting Spirit and Fire are still the best Witch Hazel songs ever. Well, yeah, you haven't heard the new album yet. You might change your mind. Oh, I'm glad you like them tunes. We really enjoy playing Spirit and Fire live. Yeah, we've just been really enjoying that one. We do this when we've got a longer set. We like to do Wait on the Wind off the second album, and then just go straight into Spirit and Fire. It's really nice. Works really well in the set. We've got a gig on the 7th of February in Morecambe, which is like kind of our hometown, or close to our hometown really. So we'll be doing Spirit and Fire, starting with Here's a Fight, and doing some bits in the middle. So, yeah. Gosh, I have to keep clicking the button. But yeah, there's a new album on Bad Omen Records, released in the middle of this year, details in March. Any good screams on the new one? Let me think. First track, no. What's on the second track? I'm trying to think. No, not on that one. There's screams on the third track. Constantly, yeah. Well, our label, his favourite Witch Hazel song just keeps changing. The third track has got a scream on it. The fourth track, what's that fourth track? I have to think through this album now. Oh, that's too difficult. What's the fourth song? Oh, no, that's the fifth song. What's the fourth song? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a bit of a scream at the end of the fourth song. So there's a decent one in the middle of the third song. There's one at the end, like, ah, at the end of the fourth one. I don't think there's any in the fifth song. There's not really. I mean, to be honest, the second song ends with quite a high note. It's so high, the harmony at the top is a falsetto scream. Track 6, side B opener. Track 6 is not got a scream on it. 7's, that's like instrumental. Track 8, no. 9, no. 10. I don't think so. I think it's just like a couple on side A. Just a little smattering of falsetto, really, on side A. You had to really think hard then through the album. But there you go. Witch Hazel should perform at a medieval times here in the US. Like what's it called? A Renaissance fair. There we go. Oh, gosh. What's the banger track on the album? Just tell us, we won't say anything. Yeah, that's all we know about the fourth album. Where's the first question? Where is the falsetto present in this new release? What's the banger track on the album? It's an interesting one. So our track 2 is it's a bit longer than track 1. It's got like a triplet feel, very sort of Thin Lizzy, sort of, very as business as usual. It's probably the most business as usual, I Am Redeemed-y sort of song, and that's going to be the first. So no one's worried about any change of direction. So we'll release that one and that's going to be a music video as well. So that'll be the first single. We haven't done the music video yet, but it will be a music video. And so that'll be kind of the very Witch Hazley, pretty standard stuff, twin leads, you know, the score really. Stuff about Satan, I don't. But then there's like a track that's a bit more, you know, like in terms, along the same lines of Archangel, but maybe a bit more poppy. It's like a little bit. Is it Lube Stew? Lube what? I think you mean YouTube. Is it YouTube studio music video? Oh, it'll just be a music video. Love? I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, a live studio music video. Oh, I don't know. We haven't done it. I can't remember what we're doing. I think we are going to like a video studio somewhere, but I don't know. I think it's going to be like quite a live performance-y sort of thing, but not like a stage, a normal. I don't know. I don't fully know because I don't know. I'm not planning it, so I don't know what's going on in the music video. And I just write the albums, you know, just do all the admin and stuff. But it's record labels to flog the album. Record label's job to flog the album, isn't it? So that's their plan to do the video. But yeah, so there's this track, like, yeah, there's a business as usual track, and then there's this, there won't be any unicorns now. There's this track that's, yeah, along the lines of Archangel, but maybe even a bit more poppy, maybe a bit more 80s, which ended up being a bit of an experiment. But I'm kind of not telling anyone. It's an experiment, and I'm not telling anyone kind of what the experiment is. I'm interested to see how the song does, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, that experiment worked, or that experiment didn't work. That's all right. I don't mind, particularly if you miss stuff and it's buffering, you can ask the questions again. How many tracks is it on the new album? 10 tracks, because I'm a creature of habit. I like 5 tracks per side on the record, so yeah. There's a longer track on side B, but then there's like a short instrumental, so it evens it out. Yeah, I mean, and again, I've mentioned this maybe on a past live stream this year. It's kind of a bit more 80s, but in quite a polite way, not in a, you know, I think I mentioned something along the lines of, it's not your gunshot snare drums and synthesizers and super chorusy guitars. There's just like elements of it, you know, the production wise. And to be honest, the songwriting, although the songwriting, it's kind of always been there a bit, I've just I've unleashed it a little bit more. But yeah, no, I'm excited about it. I mean, I can't wait to get it out. These things take time, and we've got to make sure the vinyl is manufactured and everything is released at the same time for maximum impact. It's a big deal and a big opportunity to release an album, so you know we want to do it right every time. So yeah, it just feels right. You know, 10 Commandments. Here you go. It's the next set. I don't know. It's just a good number, isn't it? It works, you know. Yeah, and it kind of works for digitally. Like it works track 1 to 10, it flows. Then it also works with a split in the middle if you listen on a record. So I'm kind of thinking more about the vinyl release than anything. But I like to make sure that it works kind of continuously and as a side A, side B scenario as well. Because, you know, it's being released on multiple formats, and some people will just listen to it on Spotify, and that's okay, you know. And some people will buy, you know, every colour of the vinyl, you know. You know. Have you ever considered anyone particular to do guest vocals for a song? Has anyone offered? No one's offered. Yeah, well, I'll ring up Biff out of Saxon. It doesn't work for 8-track tape. I don't even know how 8-track tape works, to be honest. Oh, there's no scripture readings in this album. Just wasn't a song that required it. Sorry, I'll say that again, shall I? I did a gig in Stockholm in October. I'll come back anytime. Oh, you were there, Johannes B. Yes, thank you very much. We didn't play too bad that night, considering I had a chest infection. Did you say if you had any plans for a fan club exclusive variation of the vinyl release, maybe with a couple of extras? Oh, well, I don't think. Well, let's see what you're saying. It keeps going away, the message. I have to press it again. Oh, so, well, all right, Keith, yeah. So, if you're in the fan club, by the way, there's a Witch Hazel fan club. I don't know whether you knew about this. You know, literally, there's 16 people here. I don't know how many people are not part of the fan club, but literally, if you're here and you mildly like Witch Hazel, I'm guessing you are, you do mildly like Witch Hazel, right? I don't know, maybe you were all fan club members, but if you're not, listen to this, right? Keith's asking about the alternate versions. The fan club get 3 full albums worth of music, which whenever we go into a studio, we record the album before we record the album in the studio. So we have 10 demos every time, and some of them are quite different than the original, and they're all, you know, obviously different. They're recorded in a home studio, you know, a bit rough around the edges, but, you know, fully produced demos. And so you get, literally, for £5, you could join the fan club for £5, cancel any time, you get the 3 albums, you get a free pin badge posted to you free. That's £5, that's it, that's all you need to do. You could literally, if you wanted to, if you want to get your money's worth, like it's literally a pint, you sign up for £5, you get 3 albums worth of you can only get if you're in the fan club. You get a free pin badge posted to you for free. Like, you're on to a winner. And you need to do it before the 1st of February because the fan club price is going up. So you won't be able to do it for £5. So you need to sort yourselves out. All 18 of you, if you're not in the fan club, this is literally the best offer of all time, okay? So that's my little pitch. 20 of you, if you're not in the fan club, 3 albums, free pin badge posted for free postage, £5, cancel any time. Literally just get on it, I would. Even if you're mildly interested in listening to 3 albums for £5, you might as well do it, mightn't you? It's pretty good value for money. Like, when else do you get 3 albums digitally downloaded for £5? You just don't, do you? Like, you can't buy it anywhere for that price. So 3 exclusive unreleased albums, £5, free badge, free postage. You're on to it. It's a deal of a lifetime. Anyway, I feel like I've plugged it now. We're not going to go on about it. But anyway, Keith, so I'll answer Keith's question now. Just use that as an opportunity. So, yeah, if you're in the fan club, Keith, which you are, the last 3 studio albums, so Pentecost, Sojourn, Prelude, Sojourn, Pentecost, all albums. So you'll get, on release day, obviously everyone will hear the new album, but all the fan club will hear the demos of the new album as well. So you get to listen to the album and then all 10 demos at the same time. Now, I am doing some tiers next month, some new tiers next month. I said it was going to be March, but I feel like, yeah, get on it. 3 albums, £5, plus a free thing, posted free. Like, literally, worth £5, no cost to you, no extra cost. You might as well, just do it. 20 of you. You're not in the fan club, literally, like, this is your opportunity. Now you've heard about it, back on. The link's in the description, in the fan club link, so you might as well. We had someone join the fan club today, but I was teaching, so I haven't even had a chance to check out who it was and say thank you. But yeah, super appreciative. I think we've had 10 fan club members since last week. Oh, there we go. Eric's joined. Look at this. You can see. Also, I think if you send a tip, it might do a little magic noise. So if you someone send £1, if you've got £1, I think it might do the supported by. So if you're here and you're like, oh, I actually haven't got £5, which I appreciate there's some people in that situation, that's absolutely fine. I'm really pushing it. Just pushing the fan club. If you have £1, and you want to contribute something towards a project. Because by the way, the whole point of the fan club is so that I can spend more time doing more music and get more music released. So we don't have to wait 3 years for a new album. There you go, Eric. How were you not part of it before? To be honest, I thought you were. I've lost track. I think we've got 70 fan club members or something. Anyway, and then you'll get one of these. This will be in the post on the way too, Eric. This band is pretty okay. Definitely thinking of joining. Well, you do need to join soon because the price is going up on the 1st of February. I don't know. You've got not that long. I'd get on it around payday if I was you. But yeah, the price is going up. So it's not going to be £5. So you best crack on. Anyway, did I answer your question, Keith? Yes, I think. But so with this magical exclusive tier, which is going to be extortionate every month for a special select elite group of people, I'm going to like rinse a few people every month. And there's going to be like songs that have never been released to anyone, like completely unheard songs. Those people will get the benefit of those, and it'll be kind of like a kind of a trust thing as well, because there'll be times when I'm like, you know, oh, we're doing this gig and we can't, like, we're not allowed to announce it, but if I can kind of gain some trust, which I do have a trust for some of our fans actually, like a trust where it's like, actually, I'm going to tell you about this because I know you're not going to like blab about it. You know, if we just release something on our Facebook page, it could, I don't know, yeah, some people who could just put it everywhere and it wouldn't be exclusive anymore. But anyway, so I think there's going to be like special demos. Also, like if we get test pressings, you'll be first dibs for those. I think we're getting some more test pressings for the new album. So like this exclusive group will get access to test pressings. And there's a bunch of stuff. I haven't fully worked it all out, but there's going to be, you know, like 25% off the Witch Hazel merch store, 50% off requests, like commissions on Ko-fi, whatever you want to call it. So if you want me to write you a song, it'll be half the price. Or work with you writing a song. If you want me to kind of, I'll do like a slightly cheaper than write you a song, a consultation thing. And all of it's just to kind of like, again, just to reiterate, is to raise money so that I can do more music. Is literally kind of the primary goal of the fan club. I just want to get more music out there, you know. Oh, have you been sued, Eric? It'll just flag a copyright claim every time you do a video, and it'll say this user allows YouTube videos. I should say that. I think we've got like a green card for YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Like people can use our content, we just monetize it. As yeah, I don't think there's any red cards on our whatever it's called. What's it called? Content ID. So what collectibles were on eBay this week, Keith? I bet you have a notification set up for like just Witch Hazel, don't you? Some people have like vintage high tops and, you know, this special thing. Keith's like search term on YouTube that he saved is just Witch Hazel. I'm interested in what these collectibles are. Gosh, it's 8:30 already. Where does the time go? It's like I've been sat here for 5 minutes. Talking nonsense. Oh yeah, so I've just seen Chris's message. Last year, writing parts of a new song. Depends, I mean, I was writing... One of the songs I wrote on live... Do you know what? 2? I feel like, no, one of the songs I wrote on live stream hasn't made it on the new album. I've done it again. Thinking about answering the question, there's a new question. I'll get it eventually. But if you need them to sample review the new test pressing, let me know. Well, if you want to join this new elite tier, well, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it elite. This new deluxe fan club tier, then you'll get a test pressing for yourself, hopefully. I think there's going to be enough test pressings. I think we'll be okay. I'm thinking of doing like limited number of like 7 people can join this tier. Because I know there's like 9 test pressings of this new album. It was meant to be 10, but the Germans are checking it out for us, so that means that they're getting one. So, yeah, our vinyl's being printed somewhere different this time. I think it's in Germany, or somewhere in Europe. Or at least the Germans are dealing with it, which I'm fully support. They do a good job. So, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you'll get a test pressing case, don't worry. You've already got a Pentecost one, haven't you? So, new album one as well. Well, that's if you feel like joining the tier. It's like tailor-made for Keith. It should be called the Keith tier. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm just putting like, what other things can I do? What can I offer? And like guest lists on gigs whenever it's possible. Free guest list. Yeah, like just a real exclusive thing. Because the thing is, we couldn't offer, this is the thing, it's really practical in some ways. We couldn't offer like 100 places for this tier and then have everyone on the guest list. Whereas if I keep it a small number, I can like give people test pressings, I can let them have guest list places, particularly if we like a festival and they want to go. I can be like, well, instead of paying 100, 150 quid for the festival ticket, I'll get you on the guest list. And so, yeah, I think it's like a really practical, nice little thing. And again, it might be quite a bit every month, but it's a way of, supporting my income, helping support me financially every month so I can then do less of my employed work and do more Witch Hazel stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to keep kind of pushing it with the fan club, pushing my luck. There's 16 of you, why are you not in the fan club? 3 albums and a pin badge, £5, cancel any time, just do it. AL, I live running late today. So, just out of interest, how many fan club members are here? It says there's like 16 people. Just out of interest, how many people we got? Eric can now say yes. Has anyone tested the coffee thing? My dad hasn't joined the fan club. Supports poor show. I'll join again. What was it? Me just trying to miss it. Oh yes, Vegan Metal Warrior. Yep. Thanks for joining. Awesome. There's a few people there. It's cool. If you haven't, why haven't you? No, I'm joking. Best get on the Discord. Oh yeah, so I don't know whether you've received a link. Just send me a message. It'd be probably, if you haven't got the link, send me a message a direct message on Ko-fi. Coffee. I don't know what it's called. It looks like Ko-fi, but it's got pictures of coffee, so who knows? I'm using this patronage platform, but don't know what it's called. But oh gosh, my cold's just getting like. Just gonna drink out of my exclusive fan club merchandise. Keith's in, so it was like 4 or 5 people, something like that. Nice one. I think there's also people I'm aware here that haven't got YouTube accounts and don't want to give Google all their information. So just follow along at home going, I am, probably. So that's fair enough. Do you actually have tea this week or is it just hot water? It's worse. First week I had fruit tea. The second week I had hot water. Now I'm on cold water. It's all downhill from here. I just haven't brought my fruit teas. There was there was just some here. And now it's just cold water. So, oh gosh, there we go. Let's do that again. Any plans for more scarves? No, there's not actually any plans. Oh, Eric's listened to the demos. That's cool, you got on that quick, didn't you? It's cool, you get to see. I mean, what I'll do is I'll probably release one. You know, I might do that this week. I'll release one. Yeah, picture of me. If you're on Facebook, we have a Witch Hazel fans page, which you can join. And my dad posts pictures of me. So if that sounds interesting. There's no plans for more scarves. They didn't sell amazingly well. But I'm thinking, like, I don't know whether I can I need to look on, that's a good idea for the patronage. Not the patronage, the Shopify. We have a Shopify store. We use a print-on-demand company, but I don't know whether they have any. I need to check that. I'm going to add that to my list. Because if that'll be so good, because there's no minimum order value. I don't have like 100 scarves sat in a box. Oh, I'll have a look for you. I don't think I do, to be honest with you. I think I've got one that I've used. So, I don't know. I will have a look though, just for you. I've added it to the to-do list. My mouth's going faster than my brain, and my brain's going pretty slow. So, oh gosh, the cold's getting worse. So yeah, so as I was saying, you can join the Witch Hazel fans page and have a laugh. Keith had a good laugh. It's a good place just to post daft things, to be honest. It's any Witch Hazel related memes. That's all good stuff. Yeah, I've been like sneezing all day really. It's kind of stopped more this evening, but I'm just stuck with this now. I'll crack on and I'm sure I'll get better. It might be sometimes I get a cold and it's like a one-day thing. Next day I'm like, a bit tired, but I'm all right. Sometimes it just goes on for a week. Got band practice tomorrow, so I'm a bit like, bad timing really. Feels like it's always like that. I go, oh, right, yeah, I'm ready for band practice, and then, I've got a cold. So, yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, I think I can see it on the camera, like lips are all pink, my eyes are all like, bleh. That's why I did the thumbnail for this live stream of like something like I don't know what I was doing. Some daft face, like I'm tired face, something along those lines. But yeah, I feel like I might have missed some questions in the chat, so feel free to reiterate your questions. But yeah, well we've talked about the new album. We've talked about the fan club. If you just joined, there is a Witch Hazel fan club. Check it out in the description. Any details on the updated photo shoot? Yes, that'll be... For goodness sake, Keith. Your imagination's running wild. Any Manowar style loincloth baby oil pics, wielding swords and stuff. Just like... baby oil. No, do you know what? I had a cold on the day of the latest photo shoot. Colin, we need this. Only fan club members can receive these photos. Oh dear me. No, there's no baby oil and loincloths, unfortunately. Yeah, it's like the same as last time. Yeah, basically. Oh, do I recommend? This is a good question. I could spend probably the next 15, 20 minutes talking about, do you recommend being on a record label or being fully independent? I think the answer is it really depends. It depends on a couple of things. There's also an option in between. So you can be fully independent, and if you want to release vinyl and do a proper worldwide release, and you don't want to do it on CD Baby or whatever, you can, it's hard work being fully independent, I think, from what I've learned over the past, I don't know, I've been researching the music industry alongside Witch Hazel for about 5 years. And I think being fully independent is what gets pushed, but that's like so much work involved. So I think at the very least, if it was me in my situation and our genre and kind of relatively small sort of niche, I would say at the very least we have a distribution deal, meaning we'd have someone that would press records. Just having someone who can press CDs and vinyl, maybe tapes, and do the distribution and work with someone proper like the auction music, or I don't know what the other ones are called. There's the main American ones, I forget the names of. But like a proper digital distributor, aggregator. And you can do it on CD Baby, I suppose. But a lot of people are like, oh yeah, record labels are bad and record labels are shady. And I think that's the case for probably maybe even the majority. I don't know. It's very difficult because my limited experience in this genre is there's some dodgy record labels, definitely. And you've got to remember every record label's trying to make money. I love you, all right. Just talk. Someone asked me a question that's going to be a long one. But there is such a thing as a good record label, and we've been fortunate enough to be part of one of them. So, and I've said it before, and he already knows. But I would like things to move forward quicker than they do. But he knows that, and it's a one-man show. There's only so much you can do. And to be honest, credit where credit's due. When Bad Omen do release, we were saying this. When it comes to album release, it's always like, and that's the most important thing. That's the most important job for your record label is the release. And Bad Omen Records do a really good job of releasing an album. But we have a really, really fair record deal. It's about as good as it gets. Although I recently heard of a slightly better than as good as it gets, which is, I don't know, it's a very out of the ordinary. Because like the best deal you're going to get is a 50-50 split, and with no deductions, and 50-50 of net profit, no weird extras, because record labels historically have lots of weird extras and deductions and ridiculous stuff. And then and it's like commonplace to like take songwriting royalties, to be honest. It's crazy. It's commonplace. And I would not be up for that at all. But it's so we have a deal that's really good. And I did hear recently of like a 60-40 in the band's favour, which is just like great, like you wouldn't get that. Most record deals, it's like 20% is commonplace. And it's one of those things where you look on whatever page of the contract and it's not 20% anymore, it's like 12, because there's this deduction. I've got some friends and they signed an awful contract, and they were doing things like they were selling records. This is literally the shady levels it gets to. They signed a record deal. They were selling records, right? And they were going on tour, selling records, and the records they sold did not go towards recouping the costs. So literally the main, what's the first thing comes into your head for a band selling records on tour, on the road, tour stock? The tour stock didn't go towards recouping the album. So it was whatever terrible job the record label was doing for selling albums or not selling the albums, that's the only way it could be recouped. It's like, it's ridiculous. So it just goes unrecouped. It's just shady. It's really shady. But not every record label's like that. I have a feeling it's more of the independent people, the people who want to do it, people who are also in bands and get it. They're probably the good places to start when it comes to record labels, because they might have contacts as well, and they might have been doing it for a while. And we're in a similar situation like that, where good deal and stuff. But if you do it yourself, then if you can record an album cheaply and you don't need loads of money, so you don't need to go into a studio, and you can just do it yourself and get it sound great. And you need it to sound great because that's your chance every time you release an album. If you can do that, then get a distribution deal. Like you'll still get 80% or maybe 85%, and you'll someone will literally foot the cost of the records, distribute it, and then when it recoups, you'll get your 80% and they'll take their 20% distribution fee. Happy days. And there's plenty of underground, and there's record labels that will do a distribution deal rather than the classic record deal. It does seem to be that the classic record deal is kind of fading out because people are realizing that like they don't own their master, and record labels, if they're big, they're not repressing, they can't be bothered. Yeah, I've got a cold, love. The only time I stopped sneezing was when I went and saw you today. I'd literally blown my nose, went to see you, and then got back to the car and started sneezing again. Yeah, I've got a cold. It's just the weather, innit? So anyway, it might be. I feel like it's one. It's not a bad, super bad cold. I feel like I'll be fine by tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. If you're even still here. Oh, you think I'm a nice dude. Thank you very much. And someone said the gig at, where did it say? Your gig at the Muscle Church Messerine. Oh, thank you very much. You'll just have to stay with me if you're magically cured. Yeah, and yeah, just send me a message if you have any questions. Like, I'm very interested in the music industry, super interested in it. I've been researching it for that. You know, every week I'm listening to podcasts and researching stuff because it's changed a lot as well. There's this kind of this idea of the new music industry. A really good place to start, and it is like all of these people. They're selling a course and selling a book, and they're doing a podcast, and they're all, oh, thanks for whoever made that order on Shopify again. Thank you. Appreciate that, on the Witch Hazel store. By the way, we have like merchandise at witchhazel.com/merch. You can have a little browse. You can join the fan club, and you all know about that by now. If you don't, I'll say it again in about 10 minutes before I leave. But what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, a good place is Ari's take. It looks like Ari to me, but Ari's take. He does like a blog and a podcast, YouTube channel. He's on all the socials. He's got a book. His latest edition. Keeps doing new editions because obviously the music industry is updating. He's got a new edition out. I've never read his book. I've listened to the first chapter because he does that on his podcast as a taster. But I'm on his mailing list, and a lot of the stuff he sends, it's like he's not. Yes, there's a bunch of stuff. There's an academy, so it's like it's a bit like Music Berkeley sort of thing. And so, yeah, a lot of these people, obviously they're trying to make money, aren't they? Which is perfectly fine. But a lot of his stuff in his newsletter, it's like, I didn't know that was happening. And I've benefited from the regular updated knowledge. Like, for example, I didn't get any message off Spotify that I could do this video and it would get the top 5% of listeners or something. They would see that video. I didn't get anything from Spotify saying that I could do that. And I literally heard about it off Ari's take. There's a bunch of stuff where I'm like, I didn't know that was happening. And he literally like tries out all the digital distributors and he tries all the stuff out. I find it really interesting, to be honest, because the music industry is fascinating. And it's like pretty outdated in lots of ways. It's a bit what's the word? It's a bit shady in some ways. But, and there's a lot of people with kind of a chip on their shoulder as well, which I kind of understand because so many people get screwed over, and I get it. At the same time, there's a lot of opportunity there as well. And obviously I've benefited a lot from the things I've learned and just being a part of, I suppose, the music industry. In our little way, in our small little way. So yeah, no, I'm fascinated by it. As I kind of do more on YouTube, it's I would like to kind of do some regular this is what I've learned or something, because it's something I'm quite interested in. So other people might be interested. You seem to be interested. Love your classic metal music and the Christian influences needed today. Discovered your band this week and bought a couple of CDs. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. It's awesome when people buy our albums. I love it. It's great. But yeah, gosh. Yeah, I could probably talk about music-y stuff for ages. It's quite complicated, some of it, to be honest. I mean, it's taken me years to understand some stuff. And then you think you get it, and then you hear something else. Like this idea of publishing. It's just a constant, what do you mean? I look it up over and over again. I'm like, it's one of those. Oh, this is the thing is people use these terms, like for example, royalties. when you say royalties, it's like, well, what royalties are we talking about? It could be like 5 different things. Like, oh, I've got your royalties. I'm like, which ones? I'm like, what, the album sales or the songwriting or the lyrics? It's crazy. Oh, nice one. You have all the albums on CD and now you're going to go around again when the vinyl release. Well, that'd be amazing. It's all available on our Bandcamp worldwide. What do I think of Striper? Is a particular album of theirs you really enjoy? Yeah, I like Striper. I like, I mean, there's the Yellow and Black Attack. I like To Hell with the Devil album. Soldiers on Command. It was Soldiers Under Command. Was that an album? Not just a track. It's one of my favourite tracks. I don't know whether it was an album. I haven't got it. If that's the case, I think I've on physically myself on vinyl. I think I've only got To Hell with the Devil, which again is a great song. I do find that they have just kind of a handful of songs, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna say, oh, I like Striper, but I'm really saying I like 5 songs of Striper. So I don't know whether that kind of means you like an album. Yeah, Soldiers. Yeah, I feel like that would be one of my go-to albums. I have not listened to Striper in a long time, to be honest. But it's kind of It feels like there's some songs that are just not my cup. And there's a lot of like ballads in the 80s, and it's a bit like, it's not my favourite thing. They've released some stuff in recent years. Yeah, I mean, I had a list. I tried to listen. I saw old Michael's Sweet kind of saying something on Facebook about like, I can't understand why people don't like this. Like, it's like the best we've sounded. I listened to it. I thought, it's all right. It's like, it's not your best songwriting, to be honest. But I don't know. It's hard. Music's subjective. So, oh yeah, Blood Good's good. Good, Blood Good. Like the 80s Blood Good. Yeah, I'll listen to that. I listened to that this year, I think, even. Or like Barren Cross and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not... Again, it's been a long time. But yeah, I like 80s Blood Good. I'll go and listen to that. I'll listen to Striper. But to be honest, most of the stuff I listen to is not Christian metal, to be honest with you. Maybe they will look up Isaiah 53 verse 5. By his stripes you'll be healed. That's it, isn't it? 53:5. The new Summon's album has some awesome 80s feel to it. Oh, I didn't listen to that entire album. I need to go. Yeah, I can't even remember what Saint sound like. I need to check out Saint a bit more. Keep hearing them pop up. They're the ones with the sword for the T, aren't they? Or is it the I? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I should probably check out Saint. Yeah, it will be the T if it's a sword. Dream Killers. I need to check out Sutherland's because it was released last year, wasn't it? And I listened to a bit and then I had to go work or something, and then just didn't resume. So I need to check out its entirety. I remember enjoying what I was listening to though. Oh, we'll get them all bunged up. Yeah, it wasn't long ago, was it? Yeah, there's some good releases last year actually. I can't remember whether it was the Seven Sisters album. It wasn't released last year, was it? Was it just the vinyls? I can't remember, but I really enjoyed the latest Seven Sisters release. I really enjoy Phantom Spell, which is essentially Seven Sisters, well, Kyle McNeil, which is great. Really enjoy Phantom Spell and Seven Sisters, all of that. It's all good. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to that. It's great. There's new Phantom Spell merch out today, I think. You should check that out. I saw they look pretty good. I need to get myself a t-shirt, to be honest. Ah, you saw them with Haunt, yeah, because he went to America. The nutters. Oh, I bet he was. I haven't actually met Gaz yet. It's been a while. I saw them in London. We were coming back from something. We quickly called in. I managed to blag my way onto the guest list, messaging card, please. They were great. I love seeing Seven Sisters. But yes, well, I should be going shortly. It's been good chatting to you. I feel like I could probably chat for another hour. At the same time, I probably need to get off and go to bed. Get some. Oh yeah, Bullet. I like Bullet from Sweden. Oh, nice. Dark Forest patch. So I've not seen the Dark Forest lads in a long time. Although I bumped into Josh not too long ago. Preferably close to Oxfordshire. I'm going to say yes, but I can't say where. Oh no, is it? Oh no, no, I'm not saying yes. I've mixed up my geography. Oxfordshire. I can't think geographically. There's going to be. One thing is, I can't really announce too many details, but in June there's going to be a London show. In July we are planning a Bristol show. And then in August, where's that show? It's like below the Midlands somewhere. Oh, I can't remember. And we can't say anything about that. There's just a bunch of shows we can't say anything about because we're not allowed to. When it's like ends up being a contract, and then we have to synchronize our announcements and can't announce it too soon. But yeah. Yeah, London and Bristol this year. So London in June and Bristol in July. I can't actually even remember the dates. Well, I do know the date for London, but I can't announce that. That should be announced the soonest, I would have thought. I think we have a poster nearly done for that. Yeah, I like Lord of the Rings. I think the lads probably know more about it. I mean, our drummer Aaron's really into it. I think Andy seems to be pretty into it. I must confess, I really got into Lord of the Rings through the films. I mean, fabulous films. I don't think there's going to be a UK mini tour so far. I mean, I'm not sure really. I don't do a good job of the gigs and stuff. That's why we have a booking agent now. So we'll just see. Proto Metal. I'm interested in this. What does this say? Proto Metal, Dust, and Captain Beyond from the early 70s are great if you haven't checked them out. I've heard of Dust. Yeah, I'm going to be heading off to. I have heard of the band Riders of Rohan, but I don't think I've listened to them. Yes, there is an album launch party, and that's the June gig, which I can't say anything about. Although it's a launch gig, but I don't think it's going to be advertised as a launch gig. And it's also, I'm going to need a bit of support here. Basically, we're doing a gig, and it's like an album release. I think it's going to be release day. If it's release day, we do the gig on release day, right? Then we don't want to sell records that day at the show. We want people to have bought it from HMV or ordered it, because if we want to get on any charts of any sort, we want as many, it's the wholesale doesn't enter into it or something. So we'd we'll have a QR code saying, please buy it today, but don't buy it off us. So hopefully you can appreciate what we're trying to do there. Because obviously it is helpful if we get onto some charts and stuff. I can't imagine that we're going to get on some ridiculously big, particularly UK charts, but you can dream. But yeah, it's so that's going to be a weird one. But anyway, so there'll be a release day and a release gig in London. But I don't know if it advertised as a release gig, because people are like, you've got a release show and there's no album. I can't sell it to you on release day, but I think that's what it's going to be like. We'll see. We've not finalised everything yet, and things will be finalised before March. But in March it will be when we're doing. In March is when we'll be doing the full release and stuff. Anyway, folks, I'm going to have to shoot off now. I'm going to check out these bands at some point, actually. All I want is for the band to play in the States. I know, a lot of people want to play in the States, but, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there one day. Anyway, folks, I feel like I'm about to collapse. So, thanks very much. Yeah, I've got a bit of a... I think I really need to just go to bed. Love you, leave you. I'll see you next week, if not in the week. If you have not joined the fan club, please just check it out, consider it. You're literally getting 3 full albums for £5 with a free pin badge, with free post-in, cancel anytime. It's like the best offer ever. Like if you're even remotely interested in listening to those demos of all the albums, like Prelude, Sojourn, Pentecost, fully produced demos, like particularly with Pentecost, they were really good quality demos. So you're getting proper, you're getting 3 properly produced albums. I know they're albums you've heard before, but even if you're mildly interested in hearing the demos, it's worth it. 3 albums for a £5 at the very least. It's good. So please check out the fan club. The whole goal of the fan club and everything is so that I can spend more time doing Witch Hazel, getting more music out there, and obviously supporting myself and my family at the same time. So if you're in for that goal, if you want to help support me and the band and everything in that goal, then please consider supporting the fan club. Or if you haven't got £5 a day, which I appreciate some people haven't, feel free to donate £1. Like 100 people do that, it makes a huge difference. So anyway, folks, thanks very much. I'm rambling. I'm going to see you. You got your platform tickets? Yeah, our next gig is in not too long now, the 7th of February, Tuesday, the 7th of February, in Morecambe, a venue called The Platform. I think doors are about 7, first band at 7:30. We're on 2nd. So, yeah, see you there, or see you next week, or see you in the Facebook fans group, or see you on the exclusive fan club Discord, or chat to you wherever you are, whatever you frequent. Have a great week, folks. Thanks very much. See you next time. I'm going to press the button. See ya.